So there's this often used term in the black community. It's not just a black community, actually. I think probably more the Southern community in the hood, I would say. It's a term called hit dog or holler. And what that phrase is referring to is when you throw a rock into a pack of dogs, the dog that you hit is going to holler. I can't do that the justice that Jason Earls does. Jason Earls' dog hollering is amazing. Anyway, that's exactly what has happened with Rick Ross, between Rick Ross and Kingdom rapper, as I call him, D1. D1 threw a rock into a pack of dogs. That pack included Meek Mills, Rick Ross, Jim Jones, and Rick Ross hollered. It clearly hit Rick Ross hard and caused him to be defensive, and he went on to social media and recorded a response to D1. Here's the whole thing. To D1, my brother, young brother, let me say this to you. Well done, sir. Well done. Well done. See, people have been saying that for years, that rappers need to accept and take responsibility for what they are culpable for in this whole culture that we are dealing with today in regards to young people and even grown people. Hip hop is one of the most powerful forces in the world. Real talk, hands down, in the discussion. It influences music. It influences clothing style. It influences culture. It influences folks' decision making. I mean, it is powerful. It is a huge, powerful tool. So you can't say that, oh, hey, hip hop is influential in this space, but not take responsibility in another space. You can't say hip hop influences culture. Hip hop influences music. Hip hop influences style. Hip hop influences clothes. Hip hop even influences politics, but not take responsibility for what hip hop does to the community. You can't separate the two. If you're gonna take it, you got to take it all. And so rappers want to have their cake and eat it too. Rick Ross wants to have his cake and eat it too. I've been talking about Rick Ross for years. Whenever I would go into schools and do my presentation to young people, I would oftentimes utilize him as an example of what you do not want to follow. At the end of the day, Rick Ross is not a thug or he's not a gangster. He's an amazing rapper, amazing flow, highly skilled, talented brother. But he's not who he portrays to be in music, arts, and entertainment. Rick Ross is an actor at best. Rick Ross is an educated man. Rick Ross graduated from Albany State University in Georgia, my home state. But is he rapping about Georgia? Is he rapping about Albany State University? Is he talking about that? Is he putting out songs about homeschool? Is he putting homecoming? Is he putting out songs about past final exams? No, he's talking about selling drugs. Rick Ross was a prison guard. He was a prison guard. He was a corrections officer. The pictures are out there. Google it. Okay, Rick Ross borrowed his name from a famous drug kingpin who was arrested and did federal time and got out of prison and came back and told everybody that he's the real Rick Ross. My point is saying that is you can't say, okay, well, just because I gave some shoes and I gave out turkeys and Pampers to the community, and because I do something for the community consistently or annually, I don't know what the brother does. More power to you. Congratulations on that. I appreciate that. I respect that. But guess what? The slave owners gave gifts to slaves too. Yeah, the slave owners annually would do these nice little things and give out trinkets to the slaves to keep them peaceful and to make them love them and show endearment to them and make them endearing to them. My point in saying that is, and somebody may say, well, that's a little harsh, Art, saying that, comparing Rick Ross to a slave owner. First of all, they were black slave owners. That's first thing. Secondly, this is what people have to realize. If you are not the client, then you are the product. This is what the black community, this is what young people have to realize. If you are not the client, that means you are the product. So if you are not paying for albums, if you're not paying for concert tickets, if you're not paying rappers to do what they do, that means somebody else is paying them, and they're paying them for their influence over you. So that means you are the product. They're selling your eyeballs. They're selling your scrolls. They're selling the access to you as a client, as a potential person who will spend money with these particular brands. So Rick Ross is leveraging you and his influence over you to alcohol companies. He's leveraging his influence to you to sneaker companies, his influence to you in all kind of other brand deals. And that's not for your betterment. That's for his financial betterment and all the rappers who do that. My point in saying that is rappers can't sit around and talk about grown men in their 40s and 50s sitting around here talking about shooting and killing people. Some of y'all never did it. And if you have done it, you hadn't done it in years. But you rapping about killing people and thugging this, and I'm doing this, and I'm smoking this, and I'm doing that. No, sir, you are a CEO, you are a businessman. Most of you all are husbands and your fathers, but you're sending your kids to private school by taking advantage of children who go to public school. Let's talk about that and a whole lot more. The topic is aging gracefully, as well as we got this big bus driver deficit. We also gonna ask the question, ladies, would you date an older man? We got a whole lot to talk about today. Plus, we're gonna talk about Kingdom rapper D1 versus Rick Ross, Meek Mills, Jim Jones, and a whole lot more folks. Do me a favor, y'all. Call your mama, call your daddy, call your auntie, call your cousin, and your uncle, and your friend, and let them all know that the Akintunde show is about to start. Let's go.
Another track, lay production, but no joke, entertainment. Let's go.
Akintunde is gonna make you laugh real loud, so come on, scream it out. Akintunde.
One of the best stories that I have in satisfying one of our clients happened just recently. We had a young lady that did a family reunion for, and then they came back and placed a reorder. Now, when they placed the reorder, we could not get everything done in time. Well, we had to pull a lot of strings, make some things happen, work a little bit late, but it worked out where we were able to get the t-shirts printed and out for delivery. That's the things that we do for our clients, and we want to do that for you as well.
It's easy to become frustrated when ordering branded products and apparel, but P&B Promotionals is here to help ease those frustrations with their over 800,000 promotional products and apparel. Whether screen-printed t-shirts, embroidered polo shirts, stadium cups, umbrellas, or mugs, P&B Promotionals has just what you need. Log on to pbpromotionals.com and start your order now. That's pbpromotionals.com, or send an email to info@pbpromotionals.net. info@pbpromotionals.net.
Imprinting the best for less. P&B Promotionals.
Hello, my name is Dr. Damon Daniels with Pathways to Wellness, a division of Wellspring Family Medicine. And we're excited to be partnering with the Healthy Laughter comedy series. Our vision at Wellspring Family Medicine is to bring you the most up-to-date, cutting-edge medical tests to help you optimize your health. For instance, we have a pain-free, simple tool that takes 20 minutes to help you understand your heart disease risk. In addition, we'll be offering online courses to help you manage your diabetes, high blood pressure, or high cholesterol better. So connect with us on Facebook at Wellspring Family Medicine to take advantage of all the offerings we'll have to help you live a healthier, happier life.
Greetings. I am Darrell Presley, owner and operator of Presley Cares Mortuary Services of West Columbia, South Carolina. Our mission here at Presley's is to provide excellent, quality, superior funeral service to all, regardless of economic status, religion, or race, with our society being embedded with a diverse class of people. Our staff here at Presley's pledges to offer only one class of service, and that is superior. So rendering professional services to the families that call upon us is not an option, it's mandatory. Presley Cares Mortuary Services, where we are caring for you and your loved one.
At my church, we help people get better by teaching them how the word works, and we want to make sure there is no excuse not to get the word. It's our goal to make all of our ministries accessible on every smartphone, tablet, PC, and television connected to the internet. So whether you're a man who needs some wisdom, a woman who needs some encouragement, or a couple who needs guidance, the My Church channel has just what you need. Simply search for the My Church channel on Roku, Fire Stick, or Apple TV, or visit mychurchchannel.org. You can also download the My Church on the Go app from Apple or Google Play App Store. Constantly on the move? Check out the Word at My Church podcast on your favorite podcast platform. Or simply download the Word at My Church skill on your Alexa-enabled device. But whatever you do, make sure to stay connected. See you soon.
It's the Akintunde Show.
Say what? Say what?
You heard what I said.
That's right, y'all.
The Akintunde Show.
Spell it.
A-K-I-N Tunde.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, y'all. Listen, everybody. Happy Thursday to you all if you're watching this live. Thank you. If you're watching this on replay, thank you. If you're watching this on audio download or listening to this on audio download, thank you. We appreciate you for consuming this however you are. This is the Akintunde Show. We're broadcasting live on Facebook, on YouTube, on the brand new My Church channel. Download the My Church channel app. Get the app on your phone. I'm actually talking with Pastor Tucker about putting together a holiday promotion. I want to give away some money. So you just simply have to download the app and then sign up for our email list, and you could be one of the folks who could win, some money. I'm not going to give an amount yet, but it's going to be significant. Something to help you out for Christmas. Somebody. All right. Listen, y'all. Mary Kay is celebrating 60 years in business and still going strong with quality skincare and beauty products, plus career opportunities with flexibility. Contact my sister Marcelle Robinson McBride today at 803-406-0489 to set up a free skincare session or to learn more about the opportunities. Again, that's 803-406-0489 to get more information and to set up a free skincare session. All right, make sure you let them know what you heard about it on the Akintunde Show. She's got some great Christmas gift baskets. Guys, if you're looking for a gift for your mom or for your wife, for your daughter, for a friend, co-worker, whomever, this is a great opportunity and very easy gift to get that Mary Kay gift basket. Also, family, the Wendy Mills Agency is re-enrollment season, so it's a great time to get in touch with Sister Wendy. She's a licensed broker specializing in senior care and health and Medicare, as well as ancillary products such as dental and vision. They also have other health plans and life insurance for all ages. Make sure you give her a call at 843-496-9735. That's 843-496-9735, and let her know that you heard about it on the Akintunde Show. The Wendy Mills Agency, one of our faithful sponsors and supporters at WF Media Group, the Akintunde Show, first Sundays and everything. Thank you all so much. Listen, fam, we got a good topic today. We're going to get into it. Talk about my little brother D1, Kingdom rapper D1, and D1 versus Rick Ross and Meek Mills and all them guys. Yeah, it's on the popping. Donna J, Pastor Lewis Tucker, good morning to you. How y'all doing, family?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Beautiful day.
Good morning.
It's a beautiful day.
What a beautiful day.
Yes.
It really is.
A beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the
neighborhood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? Won't you be
my neighbor?
Do you remember that on Saturday Night Live, Eddie Murphy?
Oh my God.
Mr. Robinson.
One of the
Mr.
best
Robinson.
Ever. Maybe sometime when you're not home, I'll break in.
And then he had that classic face.
Oh man, I'm telling you.
Hold up, kid.
Hey,
Shut up there. Shut up.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I remember being I can't remember how old I was, but I know I ain't had no business watching. My parents were asleep.
Oh yeah.
And I'm laying in the floor in the living room watching. And Eddie Murphy goes, "Can you say B?" And he said, "If you want to know if you say it right, go in there beside your mama's bed and say B. Go ahead. I'll wait."
Yep.
And they go, "Did she smack you? You said it right." Man, I'm in the floor crying. I'm like, I ain't stupid now, bro.
We ain't doing that. Speaking of not doing that,
was hilarious.
One of the best bits ever. Speaking of not doing that, man, huge shout out. We got a lot of stuff to get to today, but huge shout out to Rapper D1, who has plucked the giants, some of the giants in hip hop. Had you seen that story, Pastor Tuck? Donna, I sent it to you. Did I send it to you too, Pastor Tuck?
Yeah, I think so. When he was telling them about something about them
doing better,
doing better, and they were talking about they were somebody doing. I think he was talking about Jim Jones. They were talking about they were anti-violent or something like that, and he was promoting their stuff, and then found out that they were doing all this other stuff because he gave out their shoes or something like that.
He's talking about Meek Mills. So, of course, Meek Mills, famously was, in prison and got pardoned out. Yeah. And
prison reform,
Prison reform. So that became his platform that he would utilize to encourage, and I thought it was a positive thing. I really did. I didn't really have a whole lot of knowledge of who Meek Mills was, not for any reason, just for the fact that I'm just not in hip hop like I used to be. But I didn't really know who it was. But I mean, he clearly was relevant and a topic that should be addressed. But again, it's the same continual repetitive thing where you got these grown men who are in their 30s, 40s, and 50s even, right here rapping about this thug life, and that's my whole thing of it's mad corny to be doing that when you know you're not living that, and you planting that seed and this aggressive, adversarial, violent culture that we promote to our young African American men, and you cannot deny its effect. Prisons love hip hop because hip hop promotes negative images of African American men, and when prisons, particularly privatized prisons, y'all, you got to understand something. If you ever want a safe investment, put it in some privatized prisons.
But this is the thing. It's not even the fact that they love hip hop. They are the architects of modern day hip hop.
Yeah.
And that's what they don't have. They don't have sense enough to even understand. They are the architects of it. They are the funders. They are the backers. They're the ones that are actually producing it.
Do you really think the current rappers, do you think they don't understand that?
Some of them don't. All they want is a deal. All they want is a chain. They have got they stay so far. You know how you can go so far into it, matter of fact, it's just like the project mentality. Yeah. You can go so far in the projects you can't even see out.
Yeah.
Is that when you get so deep into it, you can't even see how you got in.
Right.
Yeah.
They just in it. They think they winning. It's like, dude, you don't even recognize somebody else that there's a puppet master back here pulling the strings because you think you coming up on somebody. You think you doing something.
But I think that you can say that for the younger guys. Some of these newer rappers that's out here that's coming out and perpetuating the same old consistent music, same mindset. But these guys my age, the 50 Cents, the Rick Rosses, they know better.
I'm not talking about Rick Ross and these guys.
You know better.
No. Rick Ross. I have a hard time taking Rick Ross even serious.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the documentary I told you about. I don't know if you ever saw it or not, but when Trick told that story about Rick Ross coming to Detroit, and he had Rick Ross scared to get off the tour bus.
Wow.
Do you think that they know they have a responsibility to the community and are just ignoring it, or are they putting out this music and then on the backside, like I was saying to Ak, on the backside, they are doing things in the community, like helping with, they said, buying tricycles and bicycles and giving money and buying Pampers for people.
Donna,
those are gestures.
Donna,
at
right.
best.
Donna, that's called PR.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what that is. That's called PR. Mm-hmm. This is all selfish. Yeah. There's nothing that they're doing out of an altruistic thing.
Yeah.
At this point, if you ever look at the specials they do when Rick Ross show you his house and that joker got as the old folks said 60-11 cars in the driveway.
Yeah.
Come on.
All that stuff.
What is a turkey and a tricycle to you?
And all that stuff like that. And guess what? And here's the thing of it. The other side of it too is a lot of that stuff is debt. And a lot of that stuff is stuff that you got to keep up and you got to keep up payments on. And then what happens is it all depends on what allows you to sleep at night. Would it allow you to sleep at night to have to liquidate some stuff? Or would you rather liquidate some of your soul? Would you rather give up a little piece of who you say you are and give the community and your brand over to these alcohol companies? Like, for example, Nas. Last year, Nas had a new album out. Again, I had huge respect for Nas back in the day. I'm talking about pre-shiny suit Nas era. Nas veered off into the shiny suit era phase as well. But then he seemed to come back after a while. And then he came out with a new album, and the very first thing that you see in the album, in the music video, is a young lady in her early 20s. With a thong on with her behind out. And then right behind that, liquor. And I'm like, bruh, come on, man. We in our 50s now. This is your daughter. Mm-hmm. This is your daughter. It may not be your actual daughter, but this is your daughter that you're putting out there for what? And then following up the image of a naked woman right behind that with alcohol. And then again, even Ice Cube came out, and folks came for me on Facebook about that. But Ice Cube putting out another one of these gun shoot. I'm gonna do this. I'm that. Right? Ice Cube, you have a production company. You have earned about $1 billion in box office. You are so far from a thug.
and I love Cube. Mm-hmm. I love Cube. Like I said, grew up on Cube, all that kind of stuff. Me and Cube go back, way back. But it's like, bro, after you did Are We There Yet? You can't come back with no thug album with me.
Can't come back.
Yeah.
Can't do that. You can't do that.
He lost his thug point.
Guess what?
I mean, I'm just saying.
But here's the thing.
You can't do that.
Ice Cube was never a thug, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We know
Ice
that.
Cube came from the suburbs. Two-parent household. Mom and daddy got good jobs. He made a deal with his mama, with his parents, that if he could take a year before going off to college and try this rap thing out, and blew up. Mm-hmm. Ice Cube ain't no thug. He got a thug exterior, and he's an amazing lyricist. But he's never been a gangster. He's never been whatever Crip, Blood, whatever. I don't know who he rep, but he's never been none of that.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be clear. I don't think Ice Cube ever tried to say he was a banger.
No.
But and this is the thing, because a lot of these guys, they give you that tough exterior, because even as a suburb kid hanging in those areas, you gotta have some kind of exterior. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some you know what I'm saying? You gotta have some thug to you. But
so
like you said,
you gotta fake it.
No, you ain't gotta fake it, but you gotta be hard. I mean, you can't even go over there and hang with Easy and them, and you can't fight. You follow what I'm saying? So just the fact that he grew up in a 2-parent household, you know what I'm saying, and was not living in that environment, if he hung in that environment, he had to become hardened enough to be in that environment, because everybody couldn't even walk down the street in those areas. You follow me? So we ain't trying to say Ice Cube soft. No. But the fact of the matter is, don't sit there and try to glorify a life that you ain't still living, because even in that's the whole thing about it. But because so many people don't even get that.
But soft doesn't mean, just because you don't have any quote unquote street credibility doesn't mean that you're soft.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying from a street perspective. Because from a street perspective, some folk won't even walk down some of these streets.
Right. I mean, see, it's amazing to me, because I remember a time when the cats would call you out because they knew you wasn't. They're like, hey man, ain't you Miss Mary's son? Hey man, bro, you need to get from around here, bro. Don't ever let me catch you over here again. You feel me, bro? Ain't you going to college, bro? Man, get on up from around here. You know what I'm saying, player? And you know, all right, bro. Real talk. Yeah, no, for real. Like, and I mean, because folks know you wasn't about this life.
Right.
Now today, I never forget this video. I talked about it some time ago, but I never forget this little kid who Elijah showed me rapping on the rooftop. And he was rapping on the rooftop, and then the rooftop he was rapping on, he had climbed out of his window. Man, this dude, this kid rapping on a 6,000 square foot rooftop.
Listen, they opened up the scene too far. Let you see the neighborhood.
Right. I'm like, dude, that's a $500,000-$600,000 house you rapping up on, sir. Cut it out. And you in high school already. So I know you living with your parents. You ain't living this life. Cut it out. Stop faking the funk. And I'm like, man, what? But why? And so again, let's play the clip, because we got a lot to get to today. Let's play this clip. So this is D1. This is D1 calling out Rick Ross. And let me tell you, I'll tell you after we play the clip why it's stuck, because this is not the first time he said this. There's several people that have called out these major rappers. Of course, one of the most famous one was my man Arrested Development. Speech called them out a couple of years ago, and they came for Speech. But I think this is a little bit different, and I'll tell you why. Go ahead and run that clip, Jalil.
Jim Jones, you could do better, brother. I love you too much. I love you too much, not be honest with you. Rick Ross, you could do better, brother. Meek Mill, you could do better, brother. I love you too much, not be honest with you. Are you the face of prison reform? Because are you the face of prison reform? Or are you sitting on your new song, Ross, talking about getting somebody murked and shot at the red light? Which one is it, bro? Which one is it, bro? Because I did a shoe giveaway in my city and gave out 1,300 pairs of your shoes because they said reform underneath them. And I love that you partnered with a major shoe company and you out here pushing prison reform. But now I got to sit here like, man, this man glorifying getting people killed as of a week ago. Like, what are you doing, bro? Lil Snoop really got killed. That broke your heart. You wear him around your neck. Why are you glorifying the same thing when my best friend got killed? When Carl got killed, New Orleans know what I'm talking about. When Carl got killed, and I had to go to his funeral and read the eulogy and be part of the funeral, and I got back in my causeway after the funeral, and I turned on my music, and I realized I'm listening to music that's glorifying the same stuff that just happened to my best friend. It gave me chills, and I needed that moment. That was my come to Jesus moment of like, D, you got to do something different, brother, because you have a taste for this poison. But you're attracted to the poison. And rap is great. The rap game, hip-hop industry is great at cooking up some delicious poison.
So that's him on Sway in the Morning. And that's the reason why it solicited the response that it got from Rick Ross. See, it's not just that hit dog or holler, but it's also platforms. This is why let me
he was on Sway.
He was on Sway. But let me soapbox for a minute, if you will allow me to. This is why the body of Christ has to understand the power of media, the power of reach. And guess what? Numbers are not everything, but numbers don't lie. And when you have numbers and when you have reach, it communicates something to people in power. It causes people to come out of their shell, out of their comfort zone, So maybe if he was just on the Ox show saying that with our audience, which is still growing, maybe Rick Ross wouldn't have come out. But the fact that he was on Sway in the Morning, which is streaming on Sirius XM, it has a huge YouTube footprint that's even larger than the Sirius XM footprint. It caused him to have to respond. And this was his response.
Meek Mill, you could do better. Jim Jones, you could do better. Rick Ross, you could do better. I gotta see you do better. Wait. Look, man, whoever you is until you feed the kids where you from for 20 years straight. Don't question Rose. Wait. Until you buy 10,000 bikes, 10,000 trikes. Give all the young girls who pregnant Pampers for Christmas for 20 years straight. Don't question boss. You heard me, little man? Get that basket off your head so you could think clear, little man. You going viral for speaking. Not because of your talent, not because of your gift. Go viral, player, off of your wisdom that you're sharing. You speaking on that, you just, well, you know how many out to somebody that release self-destruction? It's time right now. That's don't make it see in the morning. Get that basket off your head, boy. Come together with real on the world. So when your grandma need a kid. Since you want to go viral, I'm going to show you how to go viral, little man. Go viral. Feeding them kids in your hood. Go viral Christmas time. Don't be there. Jim Jones just gave away goddamn 6 figures worth of clothes in his hood. Who talking? Looking vegan, knowing you eat more goddamn piggly wiggly bacon than any other out here. Shut up.
Yeah, that was a clear confirmation that everything that G1 said was true.
That was clear confirmation that Rick Ross need hooks on phonics.
But you know what, too?
That's what that was confirmation of.
I was saying this when I was listening to that, that he attacked him for his appearance.
Yep.
He attacked him for, like, oh, your grandmother, when she need a kidney, come and do what we do,
Yeah.
He never said that what that young man was saying was false.
Right. He could not attack him on the merits.
He could not attack him on the merit.
You can't because you're defending yourself. You're not defending your point.
Right. Exactly. And I was like, man, you're not even you're talking about going viral. He went viral because his point was legitimate.
Right. And that's why he responded the way that he did. And anytime when a person attacks you personally,
right,
for something that has nothing to do with your personal appearance or anything about you, your finances or anything like that, again,
like your daddy can't read.
Yeah, that means it's something that you said that has hit me in a personal way. You hit me at the core, and it's now resonating and it's sticking, and I don't have a valid response.
Right.
I don't have a comeback, so I'm gonna come back at you in another way. And again, y'all, please understand that the slave masters would give slaves leftover clothes. They would give them leftover materials and goods. They would give them leftover food, and they would give them that so that they would be endeared, to inspire endearment between them.
Right.
And at the end of the day, y'all, they still were slaves. And what black people have to recognize is these rappers are commoditizing you as an individual. They're commoditizing their community. They're monetizing their community for the good of nobody else but them. And alcohol companies, international multi-level alcohol companies who don't care nothing about you. Do you think we need another liquor in the neighborhood? A new album, a new vodka, a new gin?
Let me ask you this question, Al.
Yes, sir.
Alcohol companies, privatized prison, all these people that they represent, right?
Right.
These are billion-dollar industries, right?
Correct.
Right.
And I'm just, I'm not even gonna do no math, but those are probably 7-figure a month companies,
right?
At least
probably nine figures. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's 6 figures for me to give you to throw out in the community once a year?
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. Once a year. That's what I was going to say.
If as a church, if as a church, I can go down to Walmart and Walmart will give me bikes or clothes, or coats, to give away.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I want you to be my face, what's it for me to give you 6 figures worth of clothes to give out or bikes to give away? I'm just saying.
Yeah. Right. To your point, listen to me, y'all. There is no easier sponsor money to obtain than liquor money. It is the easiest sponsor money you can get. That's why many rappers or many promoters are able to stay afloat and live good, because the liquor companies will give you samples and they'll spend big money for radio. They'll spend big money to sponsor your party. They'll spend big money to have the drink girls in your event walking around giving out samples. Why? Because they know once you try this new liquor, this new tasty, syrupy, sweet liquor that has a high alcohol content, I got you now, because now that money is going to multiply exponentially, because you're going to take that and it's going to be the new thing. And then I'm just going to keep reading. I'm going to say it just like it is. Black folks, we such suckers that we run out and we buy liquor and pour it out. We buy liquor, go to the club and pour it out. And like, this is something that makes you look like you are, you got it. You doing it. You killing it. I mean, that is such sucker stuff. Money that you could be spending on your kids. You go and buy liquor. And I'm talking about, listen, y'all, some of these bottles, $200, $300, $400, $500, $600. I'm not even talking about the high end stuff, but I'm talking about some of the mid level stuff. Some people buy $300, $400 bottles of liquor and put in a box and don't even open it. This is ignorance on steroids.
Well, see, this is the thing, and God showed me this years ago. All is going down the toilet anyhow.
That's it.
Y'all, when we come back,
in and out.
we gonna come out. I'm gonna get y'all comments, and we're gonna get into some of these other topics.
For that new My Church channel, communion wine, coming near you, coming to a church near you. You know the endorsements is coming. The endorsements is coming.
My Church communion wine. Stay right there, family. We'll be right back with more. This is the Akintunde Show. Do me a favor. Share this on Facebook. Share this on Clubhouse. Share this on YouTube. Wherever you're watching it, do me a favor. Share it and let folks know where we are. This is the Ak Show.
One of the best stories that I have in satisfying one of our clients happened just recently. We had a young lady that was did a family reunion for, and then they came back and placed a reorder. Now, when they placed the reorder, we could not get everything done in time. Well, we had to pull a lot of strings, make some things happen, work a little bit late, but it worked out where we were able to get the t-shirts printed and out for delivery. That's the things that we do for our clients, and we want to do that for you as well.
It's easy to become frustrated when ordering branded products and apparel, but P&B Promotionals is here to help ease those frustrations with their over 800,000 promotional products and apparel. Whether screen-printed t-shirts, embroidered polo shirts, stadium cups, umbrellas, or mugs, P&B Promotionals has just what you need. Log on to pbpromotionals.com and start your order now. That's pbpromotionals.com, or send an email to info@pbpromotionals.net. info@pbpromotionals.net.
Imprinting the best for less. P&B Promotionals.
At my church, we help people get better by teaching them how the word works. And we want to make sure there is no excuse not to get the word. It's our goal to make all of our ministries accessible on every smartphone, tablet, PC, and television connected to the internet. So whether you're a man who needs some wisdom, a woman who needs some encouragement, or a couple who needs guidance, the My Church channel has just what you need. Simply search for the My Church channel on Roku, Fire Stick, or Apple TV, or visit mychurchchannel.org. You can also download the My Church on the Go app from Apple or Google Play App Store. Constantly on the move? Check out the Word at My Church podcast on your favorite podcast platform. or simply download the Word at My Church skill on your Alexa-enabled device. But whatever you do, make sure to stay connected. See you soon.
It's the Akintunde Show.
Say what? Say what?
You heard what I said.
That's right, y'all.
The Akintunde Show.
Spell it.
A-K-I-N Tunde.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all heard it. Looking for promotional products and apparel? Look no further than P&B Promotionals. Place your brand and logo on just about anything with P&B Promotionals. Over 800,000 products. Hats, mugs, backpacks, bottles, cups, drinking glasses, lip balm, chewing gum, candy, and of course t-shirts. P&B Promotionals is a nationally certified advertising institution. Log on to pbpromotionals.com and start your order now. pbpromotionals.com. Imprinting the best for less. P&B Promotionals. All right, family. Do me a favor, share the room. You know, we're in our new space on Clubhouse, so we want to make sure everybody knows where we are now. And of course, we're here on Facebook and on YouTube. Again, I can't say enough. Thank you to everyone who has been watching, taking advantage of, engaging, commenting, sharing, liking, loving the clips from the Ox Show. Our shorts are up. The views for our shorts are up exponentially, just multiplied. And I thank y'all so much for sharing that and getting the word out and taking advantage of it. We have having great success. Our numbers are up like extremely high, and when it's hugely valuable. The game has changed in terms of the way you earn money in media, and we're adjusting to it. So y'all pray for us, support us if you can. You can always make a donation to comedian Akintunde, to producer Akintunde on Clubhouse, You can also always get your advertising packages. We have some new advertising packages, some sales that are coming up that'll be running through from now to the end of the year that allow you to take advantage of our advertising and some new campaigns we'll be running through Facebook and even through YouTube. All right, so if you want to get more information about that, give us a call at 803-738-6604. That's 803-738-6604. Or you can always call us at 1-800-280-0094. That's 1-800-280-0094 to get more information. All right, we're wrapping up this conversation. Again, huge shout out to my man D1. Well done, sir. And I want to talk about. I pulled up some Rick Ross lyrics from social. And I think it really allows you to have context. Huh? Okay. All right. Hold on, y'all. Okay. There we go. Are we good now? There we go.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. All right. Excuse me, y'all. Something we had a problem.
OG Rodney Perry's in the building.
Rodney Perry in the building? RP is in the house? What's up, Rodney? How you doing, sir? Rodney Perry, of course, will be featured on the upcoming Healthy Laughter comedy special coming to Stellar TV. Looking forward to that. Rodney, definitely, if you got any thoughts on this topic, and then we also be talking about aging gracefully in just a little bit, and asking the ladies a question: would you consider dating an older man? Significantly older, yeah. Here's some lyrics. This is Rick Ross. Now Rick Ross was born in 72, so I mean he's about a year younger than Pastor Tucker himself. Okay,
yep.
I mean this is a 51-year-old man. Okay, all right. I say that for context. Okay, so this is a 51-year-old college graduate who uses a name that's not his.
Wow.
This is not his name. Rick Ross's name is not Rick Ross. I can guarantee you on his mortgage, it does not say Rick Ross. I can guarantee you that. I don't know for sure. Okay, but I would put good money on it.
His mortgage says Ricky Rose.
I guarantee it don't say that neither. I guarantee whatever his real name is. Somebody Google and tell me what Rick Ross' real name is. You know, is
real name is Clarence.
Clarence Howard, Clarence Green, Greg Davis. That's probably a nice, subtle, suburban, a good grown man name like that. But here's some lyrics from Rick Ross. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Who the F you think you effing with? I'm the effing boss. 745 white on white. That's effing Ross. I cut him wide. I cut him long. I cut him fat. What? I keep him coming back. We keep him coming back. I'm in the distribution. I'm like Atlantic. I got them MFs flying across the Atlantic. I know Pablo Noriega, the real Noriega. He owe me 100 favors. Church, I ain't petty in. We buy the whole thing. We most of my ends really still deal cocaine. My roof back, my money right, my money right. I'm on the pedal, show you what I'm running. Like when they snatch back black, I cry 100 nights. He got 100 bodies, serving 100 lives.
Okay. That was from William Leonard Roberts II.
Yes.
Billy Roberts. Billy Bob.
Hey, look here, Leonard.
That's from Billy Bob. William Leonard Roberts II.
Look here, Leonard. Let's have a word, Leonard.
Nothing wrong being William Leonard Roberts. Nothing. That's a great name. That's an amazing name.
Billy Bob.
Look here, Leonard. Let's have a word.
That's an amazing name.
Let's have a word with you, Leonard.
Here's the whole thing. Pablo Noriega. Why are you promoting Colombian drug lords?
Wow.
Hey,
why are you saying these guys owe you favors?
Maybe he's talking about Noriega, the rapper.
Why are you saying you hang with dudes who still serve cocaine? Why would you promote that to 9, 10, 14-year-old school kids? We right across the street from Alcorn Middle School. Why are you promoting that to them? These young boys don't need to hear that. You a college graduate, man. You graduated from Albany State University. So if you're born in 76, that means you about 5 years younger than Pastor Tuck and myself, which will put you at about in your late 40s. That means, what are you, 47? 48? My brother Khalid is 47. Yeah, you 47 years old. 47, about to turn 48. Man, you too old for this, sir. And that's irresponsible. So you can't dress that up. You can't come back at D1 and say, oh yeah, because I give this to the community. I give sneakers to the community. I give turkeys out at Christmas time. That somehow excuses what I did. Nino Brown did that. Nino Brown did that.
Are you your brother's keeper?
Yeah. I mean, let's just be real about it. So again, no need to beat it. We already know what the position is. Hopefully this yields, and I hope more people start calling these rappers out. More people in the community start calling these rappers out for faking it, for putting out content that's not consistent with who you really are. Tell these guys how you had to get your SAT score up to whatever level you needed to get it to get accepted to Albany State University. Talk about that. Yeah. Talk about graduating.
He didn't finish.
He didn't finish? I thought he finished.
No, he didn't complete a degree.
Okay. All right. He still
went.
It
says after leaving school, he joined law enforcement, serving as a correctional officer.
Yeah, he did that. I've seen the pictures for that. Now you want to talk about shock? When I would go into the schools and I would put that correction officer picture up with Rick Ross with no beard, clean face, young man correction officer. They be like, the kids be like, oh. I'm like, yeah. Then I would tell them that 50 Cent don't even drink. 50 Cent is one of the most health conscious people in the world. I should say in the world. That's an overstatement. He's a very health conscious man.
And he took that name too from a real gangster, 50 Cent.
Wow.
He took that name from the real 50 Cent.
He said he would be on stage. Now he says that you go find this on YouTube. He said he would be on stage with a bottle of Hennessy with sweet tea in it. You have to ask yourself, why are these men promoting alcohol? Why are you faking that? Why not say I don't drink? 50 Cent has never smoked weed. This is, again, go look on YouTube. He got a whole book talking about it. He never smoked weed. He would be around people like he said, I probably got a contact high at some point. So from being around people like Snoop and whatever. But he said he never smoked weed. That was never his thing. But why are you promoting that to young people?
Mean green.
Wow. But see, how backwards have we gotten as a culture where that's accepted? It's better for me to be a drug kingpin on records than to be a college student.
Right.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, man. I hadn't talked to the room today. Shout out to the room. Do me a favor, family. Everybody in the room, share the room. Let folks know where we are. That's Kimberly Morgan with that research done. That William Leonard Roberts. Where y'all find it out?
I just went on Google.
Yeah, her and Mocha Tosses.
Hilarious. Wow. Mocha Tosser said 50 Cent, if you ever meet him, or at least when he was rapping, he was the most polite, respectful person you could meet. It was crazy. Wow.
I will say that he came through the airport and he was very, very, people just kept talking about how he was so nice and he was, just a gentleman, and he just.
How you doing, Curtis?
Really nice. And, so that, it's all persona.
All persona.
You need to call about a government.
Wow.
Hey, Curtis.
Curtis.
Wow.
Hey, on Facebook, Pinky Johnson. Hey, sister. Said,
Pinky?
yes, shout out to the veterans today. Thank you for your service. She was saying, Marion Motley said, Happy Veterans Day. So, and Pinky also said,
That ain't Pinky's government.
Wow.
See, Pinky out here running under persona. That ain't her government.
Wow.
That's not her government.
Listen, huge shout out to all the veterans, and we thank y'all for your service. For some reason,
husband is a veteran.
I never know for some reason. I never know President's Day, Veterans Day. It's like I find out either that day or I find out that it passed. It's crazy, man. Listen, we got some other topics to get to, so I definitely want to make sure we got enough room for that. These other topics, one of which is this whole bus driver debacle that we're dealing with right now.
Oh boy!
And Donna brought it to my attention. I had no idea what was going on. I did know. I shouldn't say I had no idea. I did know that there was a shortage, and that it was becoming an issue that folks were discussing. But I didn't know to what level, how bad the number had gotten to in terms of bus drivers. And man, so Donna, go ahead, enlighten us on that, because again, I was clueless.
Well, this all started from my daughter has a 9-year-old son and a 1-year-old. So the 9-year-old goes to, he's in the 4th grade. So he got on the bus one day and he said it was a bunch of high schoolers on there. And he's in the 4th grade. So you have 4th grade. And my sister, my daughter was very concerned that there's high schoolers and middle schoolers and elementary kids all on the same bus.
Wow.
And it's such a concern because you fear for your child's safety because they're going to fight and cut up on the bus.
Right.
Well, that's how I started looking into the national bus driver epidemic, because there is such a deficiency in the numbers of bus drivers. And so there was a survey. There's a survey company called Hop Skip Drive.
Hop Skip Drive.
Wow. They're a national survey company, and they said at this point 92% of school districts and transport companies reported lack of drivers.
92%.
92% nationwide are reporting these deficiencies in the transportation for buses in districts and the transportation companies themselves. So in 2 years ago, just 2 years ago, it was 78%. So it has increased exponentially almost. So they said this has been an ongoing problem for 10 years. Now, when you send your child to school in the morning, especially if you're on the bus, because half of the country's system. Half of the country's school children, they rely on public transportation for the buses, school buses.
Right.
So when they get on the bus, you're putting your little elementary, first grade or second grade or whatever on the bus with high schoolers and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's just a dangerous, volatile situation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then the little kids, they don't know.
Right.
So they have, they were saying the reason that there is such a huge shortage of bus drivers, they said it was COVID, low pay, and very low to no benefits. Okay. I'd also like to throw in one of them, something else with that. How about the safety of the bus driver, for one thing? The safety of the children. The bus drivers today, there's so much going on behind them.
Right.
That and the disrespect.
Oh my God.
Of the kids who think they are entitled.
Let me jump in
crazy.
right there.
It's crazy.
That's the part for me. Bus drivers, like teachers, are one of those professions that is drastically underpaid.
Right.
Undervalued. You're talking about some people who you put your children's lives in the hands of bus drivers every day, twice a day, to bring them to and from home. Okay, teachers are with our children 8 hours a day and more, and we do not pay them the respect or the money or give them the resources that they need to take care of our children properly. And then there's so many things that have these teachers and bus drivers and other professionals that have them tied up. Their hands are tied. They can't discipline. If they discipline, there's extreme repercussions for that. And I'm not talking about you teachers should be spanking your kids, but there's so many things that they can't do anymore. And guess what? The kids know that. The same thing with the bus drivers. The kids know that. And Pastor Chuck said it best the other day. Said you got all these people with your back to these little disrespectful jokers throwing stuff at you, and then the parents. Let's talk about the parents. My God,
oh my goodness.
Let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all parents, man, I'm gonna say it. Get mad at me. Get mad at me if you want to. Some of y'all parents, y'all need to be put on punishment. Y'all need to be expelled. Y'all need to be suspended. Y'all need somebody to whoop your behind. Said just like I wanted to say it, because the way y'all act towards professionals, education professionals. I mean, going up to schools and not even taking into consideration that your child might be wrong, cussing them out. Play and run that video, Jaleel, from that bus driver getting accosted by one of the parents.
Carter, stop!
Come on back, Jaleel.
I'm sorry for laughing, y'all. But it was like, the lady was like, I tell you what, you smack me, you won't get your kid.
She took those kids.
It took me. At first, I couldn't understand what was happening. And then I was like, when the kid was screaming, I was like, oh, snap. She just kidnapped her kid. She was like, I tell you what.
She better than me. Because you'd have hit me, y'all would have caught me on that light. I would have drove straight back to the bus depot. I'd be like, all right.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
I was like, she was like, I tell you what.
Yeah.
I'll keep this little joke.
Yeah. I got y'all. You gonna hit me? Yeah. Let me just say this right here. Oh, I know somebody gonna like this right here. Let me just say this right here. Let me just say this. Don't get mad at me. But if you at the bus stop with a bonnet on, you're already defeated in life.
Oh my God.
Jesus. You're already defeated. You at the bus stop with a bonnet on.
Myself. I'm trying to compose myself.
If you in the office at school with a bonnet on, you screaming defeat. Mm-hmm. Defeat. I'm giving up. I'm giving up.
God.
Oh my God.
I'm giving up.
Oh my God.
She was going out later on tonight.
Hold on.
When she picked her kids up, she was going out later on that night. So
I had some serious stuff I wanted to say. You just lost me with that video.
I'm sorry.
That was something. Though.
Blame Donna. That's Donna.
I'm like, yeah.
But no, listen.
At first, I'm thinking we about to see a fight. I'm thinking we about to see something pop off.
Yeah.
That lady was like, I tell you what. And the kid like,
I'm like,
nope. You can't have your mommy now.
Back to school, kids.
Right.
You're going back for a whole nother day.
Sit down.
Right.
Oh my God. I was like, what just happened here?
Again, listen, am I saying
kids climbing out the window? I'm like, what is going on here?
The parents pulling the kids out the window.
Because
that's what I'm like.
Yep.
What is going on here? I'm like, she like, nope, not today.
Not today.
But somebody went in front of the bus. Somebody drove their van. If you look at the last part of that, somebody drove their SUV in front of the bus so that she couldn't move. And then they're getting their kids out of the window and the back of the bus.
But that's because the bus driver that bus driver should have did a rolling stop. Should have pulled up to that bus stop. Once you see no cars going, you pull right around that corner. I wouldn't have gave none of them time enough to catch me. We going the wrong direction. Yeah. I'm about to take y'all on a journey. Y'all,
it would have been like an OJ chase.
Yeah, I'd have drove to the bus depot and called the police on the way. Listen, I got a whole doggone train of cars behind me. Okay, and they mad, they're angry. One of them has a paint bonnet on, and I'm very scared for my life. Please help me. Please help me.
Oh my God!
The bus driver now. That is, there was no reason for that.
With fuzzy slippers and PJ pants.
But how do we get to this point?
Oh my God!
How do we get to this point in culture and in life, in our communities, where this is acceptable? And bad parental behavior is rampant. It's at all levels.
Everywhere.
It is in all colors, all races, all cultures, all neighborhoods, all classes. Bad parental behavior. Whether you coaches in classrooms, at the bus. I mean, come on, man.
I'm gonna say this. And this is real talk. I think everybody needs to consider this at this point in time. If it's in your wheelhouse, if it's in your ability, because in this age where so many people are working from home, you might want to consider homeschooling your kids.
Yeah.
Because the school system is in trouble.
Yeah, really.
They're not paying them.
Nope.
There is no the safety of your kids, right? Especially if you're a believer. You got to recognize this. One of the reasons you talk about the lack of drivers. My kids have never ridden the school bus. And one of the reasons why is because I know 40 years ago, the things that took place when I rode the school bus. I knew what the school bus was. The school bus was nothing but debauchery back then.
Yeah.
It's where I learned most of my bad behavior on the school bus.
Yeah.
From the older kids. Because now you talk about the older kids and the younger kids being on the same bus. That's how it was when we grew up.
Oh, was it? Wow.
Yeah. So I learned everything I learned on the school bus. By watching all of the stuff and all of the stuff that took place, all of the mess that you got into.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it was with girls, whether it was gambling. I mean, all of the stuff you did on the school bus on the way to school.
Wow.
And so it's like, why would you want to put your innocent children in that environment? Because it's unsupervised. They're in an unsupervised environment.
Yeah.
You're bringing kids that come from bad environments all together with your kids who come from a nice environment. You say, okay, I've raised my kids. They know what's right. They know what's wrong. But you put them in an environment with kids that come from no structure. And now they got a 30, 40-minute window of no supervision because that driver has to keep that huge bus on the road.
Yeah.
It's longer than
So
that.
they're looking forward.
Pastor.
They're not paying attention.
It's longer than
So-
that.
Yeah, and that's why I said all depends on how long they ride is. But you think about it, they have up to an hour unsupervised with these crazy kids. And so now they go to school and now they're in the classroom, and the teacher's in there defeated trying to teach once again with these same kids. And so then your kids come home and you're like, where they get that from? Where you think they got it from? You put them in an environment to be influenced by stuff that you didn't want them influenced at their most influential age.
And let me expand that a little bit too. There's also the kids who were raised right and then who do wrong because they're exposed to all kind of things in culture that have now shaped their behaviors, and then they get into an environment that celebrates and promotes that type of behavior. Right. So because now the thing now is the suburban kid who has no cause to be acting out the way that he really is. His environment isn't causing him to be angry, frustrated. He has some of the best circumstances that in the world in terms of being prepared, having a clean home, a safe home, having what he needs for life and education. But then that kid is influenced by culture or by friends or just got a bad attitude and is acting out. And then some of those are the worst parents because some parents don't know just how their kids really act. That's and right. Some parents have these children so entitled that they are raging entitled monsters. And they send them out into society thinking somebody owed them something, and they learn that from early age. Miss Johnson said this to me. Oh, I'm gonna go home and tell my mama. Right. Oh, what? She said what? Oh, yeah. Okay, I got her tomorrow up to the school. It's a cycle.
Exactly.
It's vicious.
Yep. It's a vicious
and you have to recognize how impressionable and valuable your kids are, and if you recognize that, and that's why I say if you have that opportunity, because in this age it's a whole lot different even than it was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
With everybody being able to work, with so many people being able to work from home and all these kinds of things. And there are curriculums. Like I said, the curriculums that my kids use growing up are phenomenal curriculum.
Yeah.
And it doesn't require you to be so well versed. Well, I'm not qualified to teach my kids. The curriculum teaches your kids.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it teaches them this, it makes them prepare for college. And all you got to do is make sure that you follow up with them and keep a structured household.
That's it.
Right. If your household is structured, you've taught your kids to be obedient, you put them in this curriculum, and they will be successful in it.
Listen to what you just said, sir. You said keep a structured household.
That's right. Exactly.
That's the X factor right there.
But see,
that's the X factor.
What I'm talking about right here is you cannot take this position of lax parenting and expect to have what you have. And that's the problem, because we've had this mentality, well, I'm gonna send them to school, and then you're not happy with the product that you get back.
Right. I'm gonna hold the school accountable and not hold myself accountable. I'm gonna hold the teacher accountable and not hold my child accountable. I'm gonna hold the coach accountable but not hold my son accountable. It's
exactly.
But one of the legislators,
my wife and I say this all the time, because people always look at our kids and they're like, oh, your kids are so, I'm like, we didn't win the child lottery.
Yeah. Got to put that work in.
We had to put in the work and do the parenting part.
Yeah.
One of the
to put that system in place.
I'm sorry, Pastor.
And we had to do, and some of this was not easy. Some of this was inconvenient.
Yeah. Don, go ahead before we go to break.
And sacrifices in order to get there.
Got to get there. Go ahead.
One of the legislators said this. She said the teachers are scared of the school board. The school board is scared of the parents. The parents are scared of the kids, and the kids aren't scared of nobody.
Ain't scared of nobody.
Ain't that something?
Ain't scared of
I was
exactly
like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's exactly it.
That's it. That's
yes.
it.
And that's exactly it.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, y'all, I don't, the question becomes, what's the fix? Because this whole bus driver situation?
It's getting worse.
It's getting worse. You say you went from 78 or 74 to 92 this year?
Yeah, yep. And also and also the pickup, I wanted to make sure I got this in. The pickup and delivery times.
Oh, yeah.
Pickup are so early in the morning. Your kid could be picked up at 5 o'clock in the morning because of the route and not have to be at school till 8.
Ooh.
So and then at the end,
What did you just say?
yeah, your kid could be picked up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and because of the route that they have to do, consolidating the routes, they might not have class until 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So you got 3 hours.
And you will turn your kids over unsupervised for 3 hours.
3 hours
on a bus.
On a bus.
But going and coming. Now
That's crazy.
So parents, some of the kids were getting home late into the night. They were getting home, and the parents are like, "What is going on?" But because of the route consolidations, and they have, some parents have no choice.
They have no choice. Well, the school system has no choice in many ways.
Yep.
What it is these are fruits. This is a harvest of a structure and a system and a lot of bad decisions over years. We don't just arrive here. But here's the whole thing. It's not any one element as the full source of the problem.
Right.
It's structurally there's an issue.
Right.
There's a structural problem here, and that's not being addressed, that we're not talking about.
That's right.
Let's keep this conversation going. Then we got some more things. We still talking about aging gracefully, y'all. We're gonna get to that too. Hey, family, listen. Call your mama, call your daddy, call your auntie and your uncle, and let them know that Donna, Pastor Tuck, and Ak are talking about this topic right here. Don't y'all move.
Hello, my name is Dr. Damon Daniels with Pathways to Wellness, a division of Wellspring Family Medicine. We're excited to be partnering with the Healthy Laughter comedy series. Our vision at Wellspring Family Medicine is to bring you the most up-to-date, cutting-edge medical tests to help you optimize your health. For instance, we have a pain-free, simple tool that takes 20 minutes to help you understand your heart disease risk. In addition, we'll be offering online courses to help you manage your diabetes, high blood pressure, or high cholesterol better. So connect with us on Facebook at Wellspring Family Medicine to take advantage of all the offerings we'll have to help you live a healthier, happier life.
Greetings. I am Darryl Presley, owner and operator of Presley Cares Mortuary Services of West Columbia, South Carolina. Our mission here at Presley's is to provide excellent, quality, superior funeral service to all, regardless of economic status, religion, or race, with our society being embedded with a diverse class of people. Our staff here at Presley's pledges to offer only one class of service, and that is superior. So rendering professional services to the families that call upon us is not an option, it's mandatory. Presley Cares Mortuary Services, where we are caring for you and your loved one.
In front of the prophet.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, huge shout out to LLE Construction Group, Whitmore Accounting Services, and Sweet Delights by Lynn. Some of our great sponsors and partners for First Sundays, the Akintunde show. We don't take it lightly at all that you all support us in the way that you do. My sister Lynn has some holiday specials that'll be coming up. Sweet Delights by Lynn. Make sure y'all reach out to them. Find them on social media. Find them on Google. Make sure y'all search them out and get more information about them and their services and utilize these businesses. Coming up next week, I want to talk about this whole situation that happened in Atlanta, Georgia with Keith Lee food critic goes to Atlanta, Georgia, and points out some bad service amongst black businesses, amongst some of the black restaurants, and it was an uproar. And the discussion came up was, can a black business afford that? Can they afford to have that level of critique thrown at them? So I want to talk about that. I want to have an honest conversation about that. That's coming up next week. We'll talk about that on Tuesday. Yeah. Again, y'all share the room. Let folks know where we are. We're going through a wonderful expansion process right now. We're doing a lot of heavy lifting. It's a little running joke. So we have these great chairs that we Eunice and I purchased. We did not buy cheap chairs for people to sit on. And because we didn't buy those cheap chairs, I can sometimes make me a nice little makeshift bed. So in my office, my temporary office, I have about 6 chairs pulled together, and that's where I sleep at. If I got to stay here and work on something, we're doing some heavy lifting right now. So y'all pray for us and make sure y'all support us as we grow this company, this brand, what we've been called to do here in media, arts, and entertainment, and just make sure that you all hold us down as much as you possibly can. You can always support us with a donation to the Producer Akintunde Show Cash App. You can also get some advertising, purchase some advertising packages that we have. Get your business out there. And right now, when you support us with the advertising package, you get access to some amazing discounts for our promos. Our promos are somewhat pricey. Some people call them pricey because we do a good job with our promos. But that is because it takes time, it takes effort, and it takes skill. And we have some great skills inside this house. But when you advertise with us, particularly right now, we got a great sale, highly discounted rates on your promos and your sizzle reel prices. So yeah, that's all things we're trying to do to benefit and help to grow, not just what we do, but to help to grow and support what you do. All right. Listen, Donna.
Yes.
You know, something I've learned listening, observing, even you and even myself, Pastor Tuck included, and some other folks that I come into contact with, that how you age is a choice.
Yes, it is.
It's not mandatory that you have to quote unquote get old. I feel like you'll get older, but I believe age and what's called as old is a state of mind.
Yes, I agree.
And you know, and again, I'm not exposing Donna's age because Donna is proud of her age. But
Donna got that Benjamin Button.
Yeah, she aging backwards.
Donna younger than us.
I told my daughter, I said, when I got to a certain number, I said I started to go backwards, and soon she's going to be older than me.
Yeah. Donna got that Benjamin Button. Donna done passed us going the other direction.
Jaleel. See, I wasn't even gonna talk about it. I forgot about this. Tell them what happened on Friday at church when we arrived and we were setting up. Remember what happened when you told the ladies or told the guy?
Oh yeah. There was 2 ladies who came up to Dad and asked him like, "That's your daddy?" And they were confused. They were like real confused. And I'm like, yes. And I told him my age, and he told him his. He was 52, and they were like, you a good 52.
They said you a good 52.
That dad just looked real good. That's all.
Hey, Myrtle, that's a good 52 right there. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Play a hater's ball.
Hey, that just for me. He just got it in bulk at Costco.
Let me tell you something. I told him. I said this on stage Sunday. I said, because it's a couple of little folks. I'm gonna call them out. It's a couple of folks in the vicinity of our studio, younger people that regularly flirt with me, say little stuff. Okay. I said, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I said, I'm gonna go up in there one day. I'm gonna let this gray grow out and let these sides grow out.
Look like George Jefferson.
Let these sides grow out and let that little piece in the top grow out right there.
Oh no!
And roll back up in there. Just stay away for about 3 weeks and roll back up in there.
You gonna really look like Uncle Frank.
Exactly. Uncle Frank on that freestyle.
Really look like him then.
They're gonna say, "Where's your son? Where your son at? You know, Akintunde.
The comedian, the one that got his studio.
Yeah, where's your son? Where your grandson.
I tell you something. You got to know what to do. You got to know how to rock it. I keep telling you, if you can keep your weight to a certain level, shave that head and color that hair, you can. I'm gonna rock this for a minute. I'm gonna see how long I can rock it. I'm gonna be 76, looking like what? How old is he?
That's
76. Stay in shape, exercise. But to the point, Donna. To your point. Talk about the fact. I want to talk about you to talk for a minute because we're supposed to play the video, Donna's video, of jumping out the plane, and I apologize that we did not pull that.
That's okay.
I apologize, y'all.
It's all right.
I really want y'all to see that. Donna, while he jumping out of airplanes.
I want to see that.
Airplanes.
Yeah.
AIRPLANES. Airplanes. Okay. But talk about that. When did this mindset that I'm going to grow older with a different mindset come for you? How old were you when you adopted that way of thinking?
I never even thought about it. I just always just do what I feel is fun and things that I like to do. I never even thought about, I never even think about my age until somebody else brings it up. And says,
interesting.
You shouldn't be doing that at your age.
Good.
You need to slow down. And I'm like, well, how do you know? Because I've never been this age before, and you're not this age. So how do you know what I need to do?
Interesting.
So that's always, you're that's how old you are? Oh, you don't look that age. Okay, well, all right. I appreciate that. But what am I supposed to look like?
And I think today that's really a choice. I think today, because folks do not carry themselves the way they used to carry. I jokingly say on stage as part of my material, but it's true. I mean, like, you ever seen a picture of your grandma and realize that you older than your grandma was in the picture right now?
Right.
But she kind of carried herself with a grandma vibe, and it caused them to appear older. I think because old age was a state of mind.
And
I don't think it's necessarily even how they carried themselves. A lot of it is living.
Right.
Your grandma had 16 kids. Your grandma was tired.
Working in the field.
Yeah. Your grandma was tired, and then sometimes you're looking at people, because you can look at people you went to high school with, and you don't look the same, because it's like, dude, they've been out there smoking and drinking every night.
Yeah.
That stuff put age on you. A lot of it's got to do with how you live.
Yeah, that's right. That's so true right there. True. Elijah was working at this convenience store, and he said that working at the convenience store, he said he could tell what the person did when they came in the door. And he said, oh yeah, he smoked weed, or oh, she drank liquor, or he smoked cigarettes. Because listen, what you do in life,
it tell on you.
It tell on you. I heard a girl last night. I was walking. This is to the car. We was in here late last night. I was walking to her to the car, and I laughed because I heard a young lady way down the parking lot. She had a party voice.
A party voice. What does that sound like? Is that like, yo?
It's like, hey, girl, it's like your voice is kind of hoarse in the background. It's like you got a female's voice,
but you've been gargling with gravel.
You've been smoking and drinking and yelling over music. You've been yelling over loud music for the past 15, 20 years, and it's tearing your voice out. You every time you like, girl, look who that is over there. No, come here. No, look who that is over there, huh? Look who that is over there in the corner. Yeah, that weigh on your voice. If you're doing that 2-3 nights a week, yelling over loud music, and staying up late and getting up, going to work, drinking liquor, smoking cigarettes, smoking blunts, that wear your voice out. And by the time you're 42, you sound like you're 78.
Hey, Akintunde, what you doing, bro?
Yep, it's like Marge Simpson. It's like Marge Simpson and her sisters.
The sisters, yeah.
Wow. They had some terrible voices.
Yes,
they did. Wow.
Them girls was at the club on the regular.
And they were still smoking cigarettes.
Now, Donna gave us some great notes here. She said life expectancy. Talk about let's look at some of your notes here, Donna.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The life expectancy for African Americans, period, is 71.
Really?
That is crazy. 71.
Interesting.
For white Americans, it's 76. For Hispanic Americans, it's 78. and Asian Americans is 85.
Hold
That's
up.
a big difference.
Okay, let's pause right there. We can't go no further before we deal with that. How is there such a drastic gap between those different races and culture breakdowns right there?
Wow.
You got to really dig into that. What now? Okay, now, and we're not gonna just glaze over and call it economics, finances. Guess what? Because I can guarantee you, a lot of the Hispanic Americans are folks who are immigrants, folks who may not have came over here with a whole bunch of money in their pocket. Okay, I'm not making assumptions. I'm not being in any way racist or prejudiced anyway. But I'm saying you got to take those factors into consideration. How is the Hispanic life expectancy 78 and black folks are 71? What are y'all thoughts about that, Pastor Tucker and Donna?
Stress is the number one factor in most health conditions.
Yes.
And if you look at it, if you hear how people talk about, they said that stress is an inherited thing. A lot of that stuff we carry in our DNA.
Yeah. Our environment.
But it's not only in our DNA, but it's a taught thing too.
Yeah. It's mindset.
How many people have learned to be worriers from their mothers, and you know what I'm saying, that stuff has come down.
Yeah.
It's handed down.
Yeah. And it's celebrated that you're supposed to be, grinding it out. Worried about this and worried about that.
You're supposed to worry about this. You got like if you go back and even when we talk about shows like Good Times, I mean, look, that show programmed us that's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be worrying about how you're gonna make it and always waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm like, that stuff is programmed into our culture.
Yeah. This is good information Donna got on this list. And so what I'm going to do right now, let me go ahead and do some pre-production right now. Let's move the topic of, would you date an older man? Would you consider dating somebody older, male or female? Let's move that to Tuesday. Okay. Let's move that to Tuesday. We'll combine that with the conversation around what's the other thing I talked about earlier? I just talked about it. Why am I drawing a blank?
The black businesses.
Black businesses in Atlanta. Yeah. Talk black businesses. Let's talk about that. Let's combine those two, and we'll talk about that on Tuesday if nothing else happens, because y'all know stuff happens. But because this is some really good information here, and I don't want to rush through all of it. Top leading causes of death.
Yes.
Okay. Heart disease. Okay. That's stress. That's dietary too.
Yep.
Cancer. That's definitely stress and dietary.
Stress.
Okay. Stroke. Stress.
Stress.
Accidental injuries. Okay. COVID-19. COVID was a defining moment for this country.
It was.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Drug overdoses. Okay. And suicide.
Stress.
Yep. Yeah, we go. And both of those, drug overdose and suicide, those are some things that have really grown in recent years, particularly in the African American community, because there was a time where people were saying it wasn't true, but people would make blankets and black folks don't commit suicide. Black folks don't kill us. Nah, that's not true.
That's not true.
They ain't never been true.
Even if you go back to COVID, stress, because what were the factors that made people more susceptible to COVID were the underlying factors that were stress related.
Correct.
That's right.
Yep. And a lot of those were cultural. A lot of those were financial, economics. Healthcare. Access to healthcare. Depending on what community you live in. I mean, but
most of those conditions were like heart disease, all of the diabetes, all those things were stress related conditions.
Right. Obesity.
That made you more susceptible to COVID in the first place.
Yeah. Obesity is a big factor in it.
It is
because it could contribute so much to a lot of the health disparities that are prevalent within our community.
And a lot of people overeat because of stress.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's a cycle. That's a cycle. Yep. I've talked to a friend of mine who was dealing with some health issues, and he was sharing with me how eating and being overweight led to more problems in a particular area, and then he would gain more weight, and then it would cause more health problems. He would gain more weight, cause more health problems, and just a vicious cycle. And somehow you got to figure out how to break it until something happens then that takes the full focus. I saw a brother on who I didn't really know him, but clearly we must be Facebook friends, or either he follows me on Facebook. But I saw his page. He was talking about the fact that he has to lose weight to get on the kidney donor list. And so he was, it was soliciting prayer that he would lose weight. He has been dropping weight. So clearly he's taking his healthcare, the responsibility of his healthcare into his own hands, and is working to be able to get what he needs. This is an interesting fact here, Donna. Lowest life expectancy state, Mississippi.
Right.
71.9.
Stress.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. I was like, wow.
Highest.
Just saying you live in Mississippi is stressful.
Well, this is an interesting point. Highest life expectancy state, Hawaii.
At 80.
Low stress.
Points.
What is that?
Yeah.
Hang loose, man.
Sand and beach and, but
listening to the ocean.
Yep,
you say Hawaii and you calm down.
Right.
Peace comes over you when you just think Hawaii.
Somebody say Hawaii. What you say?
Have you either of you been to Hawaii before?
I have not.
Yes.
Okay. Hawaii has something that I've seen nowhere else in the world. They have this misty rain. It is crazy because you just be sitting in the middle of the day and it might be a little bit half overcast, and then there's this rain that's coming down, but it's like the mist that you spray over your plants.
It's like you walk through in the amusement park. It's like the little mist thing that they got in the amusement park. You walk through to cool you off.
Right. And it's coming out the sky. You like sitting there. I'm like, that was one of the craziest experiences. The first time I went to Hawaii, I was like, wow. And that's the only time I've only been to Hawaii once. And but yeah, that was one of the craziest things. It's interesting. Mississippi and Hawaii. I think a lot of that's economics too, because definitely Mississippi is definitely a financially depressed state.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I was watching Marshawn Lynch on Club Shay Shay episode last night. Just happened to been watching that, and he was talking about he had bought a house in Hawaii. He said one of the reasons why he was over there, and he said he was over there. He said he was with his little guide or whatever, and he said he wanted some bud, and they'd take him to the hood. And he said he was just noticing that no matter what the people's life was like, even the people in the hood was chill.
Yeah.
He was just like, everybody over there was just chilling. Everybody was just loving life. No matter what their economic level was, they was just loving life.
Yeah.
They was chilling.
Yeah. And now I will say this, because I found out some things about Hawaii prior to the fire that they had. But Hawaii, interestingly enough, it has some serious financial issues because Hawaii is largely a state that is fully focused on tourism. So if you're not in the tourism industry, then oftentimes you had a loss, right? You had a deficit. You have some serious financial issues. But then the tourism industry has oftentimes limited pay. Limited pay from the tourism industry. Okay, it ain't but so much money you can make as a waiter. Okay, there's some clear ceilings there, and a lot of times the people who are in the driver's seat, or the people who are the business owners, whether that be small businesses or corporations or mom and pops, are not native Hawaiians.
Exactly.
So other people come there and they open up a sandwich shop, or they open up a bait shop, a tour guide, or whatever the business is, and so there's a vicious cycle even with the indigenous people of Hawaii, where they're beginning to speak out against the economic oppression that is so prevalent in Hawaii.
Wow.
Well, it's the same thing. You see that everywhere. It's like you see the same thing in Puerto Rico and Jamaica. And I mean, it's probably just about everywhere like that. The resort areas, the places where people stay are the best. And then, like I said, if you go to the actual places where everybody else lives, they're oppressed. But it's so funny how even those people, they still have a better mentality than a lot of people over here that have better living conditions.
Yeah, because oftentimes, to your point, their mindset is relaxed. It is chill. Their mindset is
they living in paradise.
Yeah.
I talk about going to Aruba all the time because we've been going there for over 35 years, and we've seen it go from like just dirt with goats going across the road. You have to wait for the goats to go across the road to now it looks like Myrtle Beach or Vegas in some areas.
Aruba.
Aruba, yeah. And it has grown up so much, so many hotels now, and everybody's coming down there, and like I agree with Pastor Tuck. Like we get to, for 35 years we've been going down there, and so we get to meet some of the indigenous people there and know them and go to their houses and whatnot. And they're just so chill, they're just so relaxed and inviting and everything. And you just the tourism that comes there.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Wow,
it's crazy how people just come there. And then, but the one thing I don't like about it is that they bring their attitudes. They're coming to relax, but before they get to the relaxed part of themselves, they're still, and you still might see that every once in a while.
Yeah.
But it's just, you want everybody to come and relax and have a good time.
Yeah.
That's what they're coming for.
Let's get to some of the comments. That's a good point. And so some of the folks who are agreeing with you in the comments here, similar sentiment. Nina Fakunle, she said, wherever you are, make time for yourself in Christ. God to the mountains, breathe fresh air, meditate and exercise. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, those are ways to live longer right there.
Yeah.
Mocha Tossa said, I love going to places I haven't been and asking the locals to take me where they hang out. Yeah. You learn so much. Gotta be careful with that, Mocha, though.
Be careful with that.
Mocha.
But yeah, it is good if you can get some good people to take you around.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I take you to, you come with me. You come with me. Be careful. I remember Eunice and I were on a cruise, and we had her mother was with us, and a lot of times I don't always get off the boat. Sometimes that particular stop, I was like, you and your mama go ahead. I'ma chill, because I don't. This is my time to get some rest. I'm like for particularly, I had to do a show, I think too. So it wasn't a full. I think I probably had 2 or 3 shows I had to do, so it wasn't a full vacation for me. But they told me some of the places they was like kind of plundering in, like going. I'm like, why y'all get way over there? It was like, yeah, we went here, and then we met this person. They took us over here, and we brought this, and they took us here. I'm like, hey, y'all need to be careful. Just on these, y'all done left the group. You done left the ship group, and y'all off on your own.
Number 7.
Take it 7. James Thinking Stewart said, my dad was a warrior, but he was 96 when he passed from natural causes. Wow.
All right.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. There it is. 96. But Eunice's grandfather said this. He passed at 99. I said, and worked, literally worked, y'all. Cooked for himself. Mine was clear until the end. And when I asked him how he lived so long without any health issues, he never took medicine. He said to me, I don't take medicine and I stay out the hospital. That was his response. I don't take medicine and I stay out the hospital. Wow. Like, wow. 99 years old when he passed. And was still, I'm talking about no curve in his back, straight up, working, like literally working on cars till the end at 99 years old.
Well, you met my wife's aunt, and she's 103.
Yeah.
You remember you met her at my mother-in-law's funeral.
Skin flawless. I was like, how old is this woman?
And she's still planting a garden. She's still planting a garden every year.
Yeah. 90. I'm talking about beautiful woman.
103 years old.
103.
I was 104, I think, next month. Wow. Yeah, in December.
I was like, what? Carol Chisholm said, could it be that black? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I misread that. I thought she's talking about something else, but I thought she was saying that black don't crack. And here's the thing: black don't crack, but it do stretch. But it do fold. It do fold.
It do wrinkle.
Yes, it does. It does.
If you eating all type of stuff, I've seen this with myself personally. I've seen sometimes when I'm eating better, I feel better and I look better. And then I've seen myself when I'm eating bad and it shows. I'm like, ooh, sir, what are you doing? Should you really be eating that? Let's go back to Donna's list. Donna compiled a great list of information. I want to make sure we get to some more of it because it's really good stuff on here. Donna, go into that second part, the next part. You're talking about the best things you can do for your health and longevity.
Okay. First thing, prayer and have a solid belief foundation.
That's good. Donna, can you move your mic a little bit closer to you?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So prayer and building and having a solid belief foundation. That is going to be number one, really. Before you do anything else, that's number one. Then not smoking. And it says drink in moderation, drink in moderation.
Yeah.
Get your sleep. How sleep is so important. And we run in the rat race right now every day, each and every day. And I'm guilty of this myself. You don't get enough sleep. Your blood pressure goes up. You gain weight. You're not thinking clearly sometimes.
Right.
I have to, I'm raising, raise your hand with me if that's you. That's me. Raise your hand with me. Okay. So that's another thing. Find a doctor who specializes in, especially if you're getting older, in geriatric medicine or anti-aging.
Anti-aging, yeah.
Find a doctor that specializes in that because
I use Olderr.
Yeah, that's his doctor. Dr. Olderr, yes.
I just saw that joker sitting up there with cold cream on his face at night.
and the cucumber circles on his eyes
with a bonnet on.
Listening to some old school.
I wear a beard bonnet. I wear a beard bonnet.
And a
beard bonnet.
I laugh. My daughter said she gonna buy me one. I said, "Oh, what?"
That's
they got him.
Right. That's
They
right.
got him.
They got
Put
him.
it up in there. Put it up in there. Oh man.
Dr. Go, I'm sorry, Doc. Get some more on the list. I apologize.
That was good. Reprogram your vision of age, and you talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
Age is a set. Old is a set. Is a
mindset.
Mindset. Yeah. So get out of that. Get rid of regret and guilt. Man, those things will take you down.
Yeah.
Regret and guilt.
Yeah.
Hey, get over it. Confess it.
Yeah.
Get over it and move on.
Yeah.
You can't change it.
Yeah.
So
and that's what I talk about when I talk about stress. You're meant. You don't realize how the way your mind operates, how it affects your body.
Yes.
When you're constantly rehearsing negative thoughts, your body is releasing chemicals and hormones that are actually deteriorating your body.
Yeah. Something that says here, and two things I want to make sure I get to before we go to break. It says to monitor your food intake and decrease it by 30%.
Right.
Now that's something that I've seen. Again, I always say, y'all, if I got a deadline, whether it's a writing deadline or a production deadline, and if I simply say I'm dropping my carbs, I'm dropping my sugars, and I'm dropping bread, which is a carb, but particularly bread, sugars, and just eat like fruits or vegetables. Let me tell you, I can get a lot of stuff done. And so I'm just looking at this, thinking about here 30%. What does it say? They said that productive people, particularly productive people in other countries, they eat at 80% full as opposed to instead of eating to get all the way full.
Right.
Yeah.
Which allows you to be more lucid, more clear. At the end of the day, your body's not breaking down food. And so you can get and push through and get more done. Another thing I want to get to here is it mentioned plastic surgery. I don't.
But that's what some people are doing that to fight old age. That's what some of the things that people are doing.
Some of them, but some folks, let me tell you something. Man, you got to be careful, y'all. You start messing, particularly when you start messing with your face, y'all.
Some of y'all out here looking like, I ain't even going there. I ain't even going there.
Yeah.
That's crazy, but that's what they're doing. Load up on vitamin C. That's really good. Load up on vitamin C.
Oranges will be here next week, y'all.
Oh,
I knew Pastor Tuck was going to jump on that.
They'll be here next week, y'all.
Jesus.
And another thing that's really that you can do is to be around young people.
Yeah.
Mentor some young people. Young people will keep you young because they'll keep you moving, and you need to exercise.
But you got to also know when you hang around young people, be careful dressing like young people.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Lord.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. There you go.
There's a lady, I wish I could find that video. There's a lady, head full of silver hair. Beautiful lady in her 70s. And she's talking about aging gracefully and how she doesn't act her age. While I agree with that sentiment, I'm like, ma'am, but that dress, ma'am, really? Really?
Too young. It was too young.
Miss Dottie, put some clothes on, Miss Dottie.
Oh, Lord.
Miss Dottie.
You know, but Miss
Put some
Dottie
clothes
is at the age where she said, "I'm gonna dress how I want to dress."
Now, Miss Dottie.
You know, go ahead, Miss Dottie.
Hey, Miss Dottie. I mean, on his face, it was cute. I'm not saying it looked terrible, but it's comical when you see some. Man, it's after a certain age, you got to stop shopping at City Trends. All right, family,
man.
stay right there, y'all. Don't go. I did say
After a certain age.
After a certain age.
After a certain age.
After a certain age, you got to stay out of City Trends. I'm just telling you, your body can't take it. Them cheap fabrics, it hug your body different.
After one.
It hug your body different.
He said, "I don't care.
I'm
comfortable."
Yeah.
As soon as you old enough to go in the store for yourself, that's the age.
Shout out to City Trends. They right down the block. Stay right there, family. We'll be right back. This is the Akintunde Show.
One of the best stories that I have in satisfying one of our clients happened just recently. We had a young lady that was did a family reunion for, and then they came back and placed a reorder. Now, when they placed the reorder, we could not get everything done in time. Well, we had to pull a lot of strings, make some things happen, work a little bit late, but it worked out where we were able to get the t-shirts printed and out for delivery. That's the things that we do for our clients, and we want to do that for you as well.
It's easy to become frustrated when ordering branded products and apparel, but P&B Promotionals is here to help ease those frustrations with their over 800,000 promotional products and apparel. Whether screen printed t-shirts, embroidered polo shirts, stadium cups, umbrellas, or mugs, P&B Promotionals has just what you need. Log on to pbpromotionals.com and start your order now. That's pbpromotionals.com, or send an email to info@pbpromotionals.net. info@pbpromotionals.net.
Imprinting the best for less. P&B Promotionals.
Stop walking in front of the prophet.
Oh, yeah.
We out of time, y'all. We out of time. Ox Show family. We gotta go. But I do want to get to a little bit more of that list on it, because there's some good stuff in there. I want to go down into the part where you said things people are doing to fight old age. What you can do to fight aging outside of dyeing your beard. Pastor Tuck, dabbles in the dye himself. He just leave a section of his beard gray. That's why.
All right. Yeah.
I accent my beard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Like
Look at that.
that's nice.
Trust me. As soon as it turns all white, I'm gonna leave it all white.
You don't know. You ain't not dyed it in so long. It might be all white.
No. Trust me. I don't even dye my beard. I just add a little accent to it.
Okay.
To blend it in. Because I don't like my stuff looking splotchy. Once my stuff go all white, I'm rolling with it.
All right. I will say there's some brothers I see on social, and that goes to a comment by Nina. She said, you are as young as you feel. They are grandpas still looking good in do-rags and Jordans. Not do-rags and Jordans. Not do-rags. No. Do-rags and bondage.
Look, could y'all just
I
let
remember
us
I
have
saw a
our
dude
fun?
one day.
Just let us have our fun.
Look, I
Just
saw a
trying to
dude one day.
monitor us what we wearing. Just let us have our fun.
I saw a dude one day had some gray dreads. I'm like, bruh, stop.
Oh, I ain't got a problem with gray dreads.
See?
No, you should have seen them. I was like, bruh, stop. No.
Nah, were
They look
No,
nice.
bruh.
Did they
No,
start
bruh.
back here? Did they?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, bruh, stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
If your
Let it go.
cornrows start back here, it just come a time. If your cornrows look like a parking lot, it's time to get rid of them.
Yeah.
If you got a
I'm like,
whole
bruh,
space
stop.
in between
Let
the
it go.
rows, yeah.
Let it go, bro.
Time to get
You're
rid
not thugging no more, bro. Let it go.
Lord, just let us have our fun. When you get up there, you'll see. You'll see.
I'm already up there.
You ain't up there.
Yeah.
No. No. You ain't up there
52?
yet.
52
no.
done? Okay.
You ain't up there.
Okay, I
You
digress.
halfway there.
I digress.
You
I
about
tell you,
halfway there.
when my stuff turn all the way salt, I'm rocking with it.
See? Yeah.
I just don't like the way my pepper is splotched in right now.
I will say there's a few brothers that I see, or so some of my age, some of even some couple guys who went to school with me who have even some younger than me who have like the full white beard and they know how to wear it well. the full, gray hair, it's very encouraging to see those guys. I'm like, man, you know what? Okay, that
look good.
It looks good. But you got, with all things, you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta wear it right. Yeah.
If I could find the stuff to white my stuff, like I can black my stuff, I would go ahead and white it all the way out.
I got something for you now. Oh, now if you want to do that,
you can white it all.
Oh
out.
yeah.
Ain't no problem.
I gonna rock it. I gonna rock it.
There's a couple things you can do to go ahead and fill it in and make it look, like to maintain that fullness that you like. Oh yeah, they got some. Yeah, they got some stuff.
Yeah, I got to find my stuff to keep it right, because like I said, I like my stuff uniform.
Yeah. Go ahead, Donna. Read some more some things you can do to fight aging.
To fight aging. Okay, so eating antioxidants, that's always going to help. And Mocha Toss is I know she's listening, so I know she's going to have some things to say too, and I welcome them. Yeah. Eating antioxidants, eating fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, things like that. They always say that's good. And I want to say it's for
very
inflammation.
Good for you.
Kimchi, okay.
I hate sauerkraut.
Superfruits,
yeah. Getting sleep. I'm reading off this list, and I don't have my glasses, so y'all. But getting healthy exercise, getting exercise, and eating healthy fats.
Okay.
Healthy fats like avocado, olive oil. Eating the healthy fats, it's good. Avocados, I never thought they were good until I made my own at home, and I was like, this thing is delicious.
Oh yeah.
So avocados. Manage your stress. Exfoliate and moisturize. Yes, that's so important to keep that skin good.
Yeah.
Collagen. Get some collagen in your diet.
Okay.
Collagen and some protein. Get those in your diet. And that will help with your skin. Drink water. Number 1. Drink water. Hydrate. You can't even say that enough, because that takes care of your entire system.
Yeah.
Hydrating.
I tell people all the time, if you ever
alkaline water.
Alkaline water.
When I eat something bad and I know it was bad, I drink me a big old large. I got one around here. Tristan, hand me that water right there. I call it, when I turn up and I eat something I shouldn't do, I turn up that water and flush my system. It really does make a big difference. And whatever you got in your system, it gets it out quick.
That's right.
Really does.
And Mocha, what about sea moss?
Sea moss, yes, definitely. Sea moss is one of the, Ak, I think your mom takes sea moss, doesn't she?
We need to do a whole show about sea moss.
Sea moss, yes.
I'm not gonna tell you what company or what brand of water is, because they're not sponsoring us. But this is I get these right here, very inexpensive. I'll have a few of these at the house. I keep some in the car, and I got some here at the office. If I eat something I know I shouldn't eat, or if I just in general, I knock out probably 2 to 3 of these a day.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, I mean, and the best thing for me, I chug them.
Yep.
Like I turn it up and knock it out.
Is that 2 liters?
This is 1 liter.
1 liter. Okay, so you need 4, at least 4 liters.
4 liters. Okay, so I need one more of these a day.
If you drink one in the morning, noon, evening, and night, you got them covered.
Problem is for me though, is like have me running to the bathroom though. That's one thing I do not like.
Well, you're flushing out your toxins at the same time. So, and last thing, I know we're short on time. And this is important. Get to the dentist.
Yeah.
Brighten your smile. Get to the dentist, because a lot of bacteria and stuff grows in the mouth, gets in your stomach, tears up that gut. Your gut is one of the most important things in your body, and we ignore our gut.
Yeah.
And it is leaking into our systems, poisoning us. So look at getting something for your gut. Probiotics, prebiotics. Get that stuff in your gut. But we have to do a whole show on that.
So Donna's going to post that list to her social media, and then I'm going to share it with on my social media. Pastor Tuck, if you could do the same, that'd be great. But I think it just would be good to get that. See, these some good topics, some good strategies here to age gracefully and age slower. Coming up Tuesday, we're going to talk about it. Okay, and here's a question. What's too old for you? Like in terms of aging, it's gonna be a question we'll ask somebody. What's too old in terms of dating? Would you marry somebody that is significantly older than you? Okay, Pastor Tucker and I, of course, both have been married for a long time. Both of us are right there with our wives in terms of aging. But Donna,
I'm going to answer that question.
I
will
wouldn't
be
marry
answering
anybody
that question.
not named Pastor Stephanie.
Say what?
I wouldn't marry anybody not named Pastor Stephanie.
That's right. That's right. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. I concur. I would say the same thing for me in terms of Unissa. I tell her she got me spoiled and done messed me up. God dang it. Done messed me up, boy.
Ruined me. Just done ruined me.
Ruined. But would I marry Unissa again if she was 65? Right now?
I marry my wife twice a day and 3 times on Sunday.
Would you marry her if she was 77? That's up.
Twice a day and 3 times on Sunday.
At 77? At 77?
Twice a day and 3 times on Sunday.
Right. Donna, what's your cap, Donna?
It keeps moving up, you know.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned about the lower range than the higher range. I'll go. They're active. They do things.
Hold on.
You know, I'm more concerned about the lower range.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I cannot just move past that. You said, are you concerned? You mean how low? You mean you're more? So you're open to?
I'll date a young man. Oh yeah.
Okay. So you would much rather go younger.
Only if they are. It's not. Okay, so I would date somebody 55. That's probably my cutoff point. 55.
Okay, 55. All right.
But an older guy, if he's active, he likes to do the things I like to do. He's we can just meet. We can mesh. You know, we're compatible. You know, he's serving the Lord. I want to be under him because he's under the Lord. You know, I want to do that. So there's things in it.
So if he's 86, serving the Lord,
he's serving the Lord, active, doing good,
active
looking
86,
well,
looking well.
You know, got his benefits ready.
Okay, all right.
Right, I'm ready to go.
He said he got his benefits. So let me see your policies.
That's right.
Let me see your insurance.
He's supposed to protect and provide. You know, even at 86, he's still supposed to protect and provide. So, you know, he ain't getting out of that. He's not getting out of that.
We gotta go.
And provide.
It's 12 o'clock. We gotta go. It's too much. Hey, family, we gotta get up out of here. Tuesday, we're talking about it. Would you date somebody significantly older? Ladies, would you date an older guy? That's a new trend right now. We talk about that and a whole lot more. Let's just get into it. We gotta go. This is the Akintunde Show. That's Donna J. That's Pastor Tuck. I'm Mark. Tristan and Jalil's in the back. Until Tuesday, we're gonna see y'all when we see y'all, family.
Love
Peace.
you, family.